So students, we are going to continue with our lesson of triangles. So the next theorem is isosceles triangle theorem. So we already know that there are three different types of theorems. There are three different triangles. One is equilateral triangle whose all sides are equal in length. Then there is isosceles triangle whose two sides are equal and one side is different of different length. And there is scalene triangle whose all the three sides have different length. So isosceles triangle theorem means one thing we are clear of. As soon as you hear about isosceles, that means what? In this triangle, you are going to find two lengths which have exactly equal length, two sides who have exactly equal length. Okay, so what, let us see what is the statement of the theorem. What do we have to prove exactly? So the statement of the theorem is, if two sides of triangle are congruent, which we already know, as soon as we hear isosceles we know that two sides are going to be congruent, then part you have to prove, then the angles opposite to them are congruent. So the sides uske opposite angle रहता है inside the side, so that angle, so both the congruent sides uske opposite, the two angles will be there, they are also congruent, that we have to prove. So let us see the diagram. So here triangle A B C is given. First of all, you ignore this dotted line. Okay, just consider or just imagine that it is not there. We just have triangle ABC and that is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means what? Any two sides have equal length or they are congruent. So we already know, they have marked and given that side AB is congruent to side AC. You can see here they are marked with same symbol, which is double line, double standing line. That means two of the sides have equal length. So let us see which are the angles which are opposite to this side. So ये side के opposite angle कहाँ पे रहेगा? So ये side है. So let us, we are going to go in the opposite direction. So if we go in the opposite direction, this corner comes. So that means angle B. In one letter word name, if you have to give, the angle B is opposite to side what? AC. फुल लेटर नेम एंगल का देना होगा, तो एंगल ए बी सी, एंड ये जो साइड है एंगल ए बी, उसके ऑपोजिट कौन सा साइड एंगल है वो देखते हैं. सो इफ आई गो इन द ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन, आई कम टू दिस कॉर्नर विच इज कॉर्नर सी. सो इसका फुल नेम एंगल का क्या रहेगा? एंगल ए सी बी. सो दिस एंगल, angle B and angle C are also going to be congruent, that we have to prove, because the sides opposite to it, these angles are also congruent. Okay, so the angles also become congruent. So let us write on what all things are given, because that thing we already know, that we have triangle ABC, which is isosceles triangle. So in isosceles triangle, two sides are going to be equal. The side AB is congruent to side AC, that we already know. And what do we have to prove? Triangle angle ABC is congruent to angle ACB. So these two angles we have to prove that they are congruent. Now we are going to do a construction. Okay, why do we do a construction? To prove this, these two angles congruent. That for that we are going to do this construction. So let us see. So AD, which is there, that we are going to draw in this construction, and that AD, what is that? That is going to be bisector of this angle, angle A. So angle bisector means what? It divides angle A into two equal small angles. Okay, so whatever is going to be measurement of this angle, same measurement is going to be of this small angle. Okay, so angle bisector मतलब क्या है? एक angle को two equal angles पे divide करता है. तो अगर angle 60 का, if we draw angle bisector, so angle 60 will be divided into two equal angles. That means what? 30 and 30. Okay, half हो जाता है. So that way we are going to draw this bisector AD to this angle, angle A. Okay, so in construction you have to write down, in under heading of construction, write down, draw the bisector of angle BAC. Angle BAC, that means angle A, which intersects side AB at point D. Okay, so it is intersecting also. So we are drawing this line, the bisector, which is intersecting at point D at side, on side BC. Okay, so side BC पे ये point D पे coincide होता है. But what is this? This line is a bisector. That means it divides these two angles, this big angle, into small two equal angles. So which are the two small equal angles? So BAC, जो बड़ा angle था, that is divided into two equal angles. Which are those two angles? BAD, right, and CAD. Okay, so these are two equal angles which are now congruent, which are now equal. Why? Because this is the angle bisector. Bisector means it bisects, it divides into equal parts. So BAD is congruent to CAD. These two small angles are congruent. That we have do it by drawing a construction. Now let us see what we can do in the proof. So in proof, in triangle ABC and triangle ACD, now we have two triangles. As soon as we draw this line, we get two different triangles, A, B, D, and triangle ACD. These are two triangles. Now in that, which two sides you can see are congruent? So here we have two double line, standing line, and here also we have standing line. So from these two triangles, side AB is congruent to side AC. So that we can write down, and which is already given in the given part in this theorem. Okay, so in reasons what you have to write down, it is given. Now we have one common side, which is that common side AD, right? So side, acha, so second point what you have to write down, that angle BAD is congruent to angle CAD. Why? Because AD is the angle bisector, so we have already written in the construction. So this we do by writing in the construction. So angle BAD is congruent to angle CAD, right? And finally, there is one common side which is AD. It is common to this angle, first angle also, and second angle also. So write down side segment AD. So here bimetrically angle sign has come. So just write on segment AD is congruent to segment AD. Why? Because it is a common side. Now when we have three parameters of two triangles congruent, then what happens? Even though three parameters are congruent, we can automatically say that these two triangles become congruent to each other. And when these two triangles become congruent to each other, other parameters which are now left, they also become congruent to each other. Okay, so then now we can write down triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD, these two triangles which we had considered. What is the reason? By which test they become congruent? Side angle side test. You can see here, this is the side, in between there is an angle, and this side which is common. So side angle side test, they become congruent, SAS test. Okay, now we are going to write down the remaining parameters. So in remaining parameters, this angle which is there, now I am pointing, that will also become equal to this angle. Okay, angle ABD of angle triangle 1 is going to be congruent to which angle of the triangle 2? Angle ACD, right? Why do I write down ACD? Because if you see the arrangement, the sequence of this angle ABD, we have written. So first two letters you can see ABD, it has two lines, AB has two lines. So here also we have to take first two letters which have two lines. So here I'll take ACD. Okay, so I can write down angle ABD, that means angle ABD, that means this angle is congruent to which angle from this triangle? ACD. Okay, now what is CACT? Okay, so CACT means congruent angles of congruent triangles. Okay, so if the triangles are congruent, the angles which are there inside them, they also become automatically congruent to each other. Okay, so because these are remaining parameters, so even though three parameters are equal, and once a triangle become congruent to each other, the other remaining parameters automatically become congruent. So we can write down here angle ABD is congruent to angle ACD. Now angle ABD, we can easily shift D, or we can extend this D, we can rub this D and extend it to C. So ABC, instead of D, we can write down ABC, right? We can just extend BD into BC because it is the same line, you can see. So ABC, instead of ABD, I can write down ABC, because from point D I'm just extending further, right? It is the same, it is lies on the same line. And similarly, in place of angle ACD, we can see here angle ACD. What can I write down? Angle ACB. Because from point D, I'm just extending little forward. It lies on the same line. So we can get angle ABC is congruent to angle ACB. Okay. By what? Because since A dash B dash C, because it lies on the same line. D is between B and C. What does this indicate? D is between B and C. So we can easily extend forward. Okay. And this is the point, or this is the proof that we had to solve. Okay. So in two proof, you can see here angle ABC is congruent to angle ACB. That is what we had to prove. So we easily prove that the angles which are opposite to the congruent side, they are also congruent. So ये दो sides congruent रहेंगे तो उसके opposite जो भी दो angles है वो भी एक दूसरे को congruent रहेंगे. That is what we have proved. Okay. Now moving forward, here we are going to learn about a property of 30-degree, 60-degree and 90-degree angle. So if you solve in your notebook, if you take 90-degree angle and other angle, so there are three angles in a triangle. One is 90-degree, other angle we take 30-degree. So the third angle will become what? You can easily calculate the sum of all angles of a triangle is equal to 180-degree. So one angle is 90, other angle is 30. So the remaining angle will be automatically 60-degree if you solve. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to, every student in this activity, you can perform this at home. I'll just explain what you have to do. You can read here activity 1. Every student in the group should draw a right angle triangle. Definitely there should be 90-degree angle, that means right angle triangle. And one of the angles you have to take measurement as 30-degree. So if you take one of the measurement as 30-degree, automatically the remaining angle becomes 60-degree. Okay. The choice of lengths of sides should be their own. So ये जो length है, three sides of the triangle, they can be anything. Okay. What is just the restriction? One angle should be 90-degree, other angle should be 30-degree. So the remaining angle will be 60-degree. Only that is the restriction. But the length that you are going to take, they can be anything. Okay. Each one should measure the length of the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse means what? The side which is opposite to angle 90-degree. So ye jo opposite of angle 90-degree, if I go in the opposite direction, so this side AC which is there, that becomes the hypotenuse. Okay. Each one should measure the length of the hypotenuse. When you're sitting at the home and doing this example activity, you have to first measure the length of the hypotenuse and the length of the side opposite to 30-degree angle. So let us go. This is the 30-degree angle and let us go opposite. So if I go opposite, which is the opposite side, this angle का 30-degree angle का opposite length is what? Length AB. So first what you have to do, you have to measure the length of the hypotenuse and then you have to measure the length of the side opposite to angle 30-degree. And then you have to compare both of them. So even if you take any length, and if you keep the angles approximate, angles appropriate, angles बस यही रहना चाहिए 90-degree, 30-degree and 60-degree. And if you take any length, what you are going to find is that the length of the side opposite, that means AB का जो length रहेगा वो hypotenuse का बराबर half रहेगा. So you can see here hypotenuse is very big length and AB is small, but exactly this AB is going to be half of the hypotenuse, half length रहेगा AB का. Even if you draw any length triangle, that is only you are going to find out. Okay. So it is like what, you know, in human beings, you can see here what is the common trait of human beings. How can you distinguish animals and human beings? Human beings are able to walk on two legs, so that is how we distinguish from human beings and animals. And there are different types of traits, there are different properties of human beings from which you can distinguish that ye human being hai, this he is not an animal or he is not a bird, because we don't have wings, right? So that is how, that because of some properties we distinguish between birds and animals and human beings. Similar manner, if you draw the triangle which has 90-degree, 60-degree and 30-degree angles, only when you draw with this angles, what property do you find out? That the side which is opposite to 30-degree is exactly half of the hypotenuse AC. Okay, so if you find out the length of the side opposite to 30-degree, तो आप लोगों को अगर 3 लेंथ मिला तो hypotenuse का कितना रहेगा? 6 रहेगा. So you can see here hypotenuse is 2 times It is 2 times. So this length which is there, it is half of the hypotenuse. 6 ka half kitna rahega? It is 3. Okay. So if second triangle, if somebody has drawn the triangle and if they get the side opposite to 30°, if they get length as 6, so what will be the length of hypotenuse? It is double, it is 12. Now if somebody else, some other group, if they get the length of the side opposite to 30°, itna bada length ka agar draw kiya hai, it is, if it is 14, then exactly double hypotenuse rahega. That will be 28. And if somebody, if they get 4, then this hypotenuse will be 8. So hypotenuse ka half kya rehta hai? The length of the side opposite to 30° angle. Okay, so here they have asked, do you notice any property of size of right angle with one of the angles measuring 30°? Yes. So what is that property? This activity you have to do it at home. So what this activity I'll explain you all. You can try it at home also. You'll find the same thing. The side which is opposite to 30° is half of the hypotenuse, whatever you're going to draw. That is the property of this triangle. Same property you can find in your set square. So everybody has this set square. One is this kind of triangle and one is this kind of triangle. So this little pointed triangle which is there, little longer triangle, that triangle is made up of 30°. So this angle which is this small angle, that is 30°. This definitely is 90° angle, and this angle automatically becomes 60° angle. So here also of this little longer set square, if you measure the hypotenuse, this is the hypotenuse, uska length measure karo, or opposite to 30 angle, which is the length. So if we go opposite to 30 angle, so this will be the length. So if you measure both this lengths of the set square also, then also you can test. So you measure hypotenuse and you measure this length. You will find that this length, whatever you will find out, that will be half of the big hypotenuse that you have. Okay, so that is the property of 30°, 60° and 90° triangle. ये लंबा वाला सेट स्क्वायर का, नॉट दिस सेट स्क्वायर. दिस इज द स्लाइट longer वाला सेट स्क्वायर which is made up of 90°. This is a 90° angle, this is 30° and this is 60° angle. It is made up like that. So you can measure the hypotenuse with a normal scale and also the side which is opposite to 30° angle, and you will find the same property. Okay, now moving forward, I'm going to start with, so from the textbook, if you see, what did we learn? We learned about isosceles triangle theorem. What is isosceles triangle theorem? The side which are there, they are congruent, isosceles triangle. But the side or the angles opposite to this sides, both the angles are also congruent. That is the theorem. Then we learned about the triangle property, 30°, 60° and 90° triangle property. The side opposite to 30° is half of the hypotenuse. Okay, so that we learned through the activity. Yeah, activity se hum logon ne learn kiya hai, but we have theorem also. So that theorem we are going to learn now. So what is the statement of the theorem in textbook? If you see, you'll find the same thing. So what is the theorem? Let us read the statement. If the acute angle, one second, I'll take, if the acute angles of a right angle triangle have measures 30°, which is very important, and 60°. So one is 90° that we know, and the other two remaining angles which are there, they are 30 and 60°. Then only the length of the side opposite to 30°. This sentence is very important. The length of the side opposite to 30° angle is half. Okay, it is half of the length of the hypotenuse. Okay, so if wala part which is there, that is the given part, and then wala part we have to prove. So let us write down the given part. So this triangle, which first thing we have to draw, which has one 90°, one angle is 30°, another angle is 60°. Okay, so we have in triangle ABC, angle B is 90°. So you can see here angle B is 90°, angle C is 30°. We have given angle C 30°, and angle A is 60°. What do we have to prove? So read the then wala part. I'll highlight then wala part. Okay, Okay, so what is then wala part? Then the length of the side opposite to 30 degrees. So let us find out which is the length opposite to 30 degree. So this is the angle 30 degree. I'll go opposite. So this is the opposite. So which is the opposite side? Side AB. So this is the side length opposite to 30 degree, which is AB, is equal, is half of the length of the hypotenuse. And which is the hypotenuse? We know the side opposite to 90 degree, which is side AB, side AC. So we have this statement AB is half of AC is what we have to prove. Now in construction, see what they have done. Take a point D, extended segment AB. Take point D on the extended segment AB such that AB is equal to BD. So what do we have to do? Extend segment AB. So this is segment AB. Extend means what? आगे बढ़ाना है. ऐसा we have to move forward. So see here they have done. I'll just erase it. This part I have just shown to explain you all what is extend. So AB we already have and we have to extend further. So see in dotted line they have extended further. लेकिन कब तक extend करके जाना है? ऐसे पूरा करते ही जाना है? नहीं. So till what we have to extend? Till the point where AB जो जिसका length है, if AB is 3 centimeter, BD is also we have to take as 3 centimeter. So till what point we have to extend? Till we get this from point B to D also 3 centimeter. So this both length should be equal. Okay, so I'll just give an example. If AB is 3 centimeter, BD should also be 3 centimeter, so that this length AB is equal to BD. I'll give the same symbol so that you know that AB is equal to BD. So take a point D on the extended segment AB. We have taken this point D and extended segment AB such that AB is equal to BD. So that's why I have denoted with the same symbol. AB अगर 3 centimeter है तो BD भी 3 centimeter है. So draw segment DC. So finally क्या बोला है? After we extend this line, we get this point D and point C. So we have to join this also. Now what do we find out? We find out that we get two triangles. Okay, so here also this triangle will have 90 degree angle. Okay, so this is triangle 1. I'll take different color. I'll take green or I'll take orange. Okay. This is triangle 1 and this is triangle 2. Okay. So we have two triangles now. So which is those two triangles? ABC, triangle ABC and triangle DBC. Okay, so write down triangle ABC and triangle DBC. What do we find out? Which write all the equal sides. So we know that segment AB is congruent to segment BD or DB. Why? Because we have given the same symbol we have done in the construction. See, construction ही वैसा की है. So first write down that and give the reason. Why? Why segment AB? I'll again tell you all. Why segment AB? AB is congruent to segment BD. Why? Because we have done this in construction. See, in construction we have segment AB equal to segment BD. So we in reason also we have to write down that we have done this in construction. So I'll take black color again and I'll write down here that in construction so give the reason that we have given. Why do we get this two segment congruent? Because we have done this in construction. All right, now I'll zoom out so that you can see it properly. Now what is the other parameter which is congruent? We know that ABC angle ABC is also 90 degree and angle DBC is also 90 degree. So that also we can write down. Angle ABC is congruent to angle DBC. Why? Because both are 90 degrees. So I'll zoom in again. I'll write down the reason. One second. Just one second, students. I'll just reopen. Yeah. So now it has appeared. Maybe because we had to refresh. So the changes will get saved. Don't worry. So we had to write down that why those both angles are congruent. Yeah, so you can see here the changes which we have saved. So here we have to write down because both the triangles are 90 degrees. So write down. So now color blue is been selected. So understand little both are 90 degree. Okay, so I'll zoom out. Okay. Now segment BC is congruent to segment BC. Why? Because both segment are common for triangle 1 also and triangle 2 also. So what do we have to write down in reason? That they are common. So I can write down here COM. Just mind my handwriting because common side. Okay, I'll zoom out. When we have three parameters common and one angle is 90 degree and we have two segments common. So when we have three parameters common, automatically both the triangles become congruent to each other. So by which test do they become congruent to each other? Obviously, when we have 90-degree angle and two common sides, the sides which are congruent, then automatically it is by hypotenuse side test. Okay, so two triangles become congruent to each other. So the reason will be what? Hypotenuse side test. Okay, I'll write down here. So hypotenuse I'll write down in short form as hypo, HY P, because the whole thing will not fit here otherwise. Hypotenuse, so I'll write on hypotenuse side test. All right, TEST. So by hypotenuse side test, both the triangles become congruent. So when both the triangles become congruent to each other, the remaining all parameters which are remaining, they also become congruent to each other, right? So three parameters are already congruent, but the remaining will also become congruent. So we can automatically now equalize. Just so what they have done, the remaining parameters which were there, angle BAC. So angle BAC will just trace angle BAC. That means this angle, angle 60 degree, is congruent to angle BDC. That means this angle, this will also be also 60 degree now. Now in triangle ABC, angle BAC is 60 degree. So therefore BDC will also be 60 degree. So this will also be 60 degree angle because BAC is 60 and both are congruent. So this will also be 60 degree. Okay. So this will also be 60 degree. Angle DAC, angle DAC is equal to angle ADC is equal to angle ACD. ACD is equal to 60 degree. So you can see here this angle is 60 degree. So this will also angle be 60 degree. So if we consider instead of two small triangles, if we consider the big triangle ADC, in that triangle, angle DAC is already 60 degree. We already know that this angle A is 60 degree, and angle ADC has also now become 60 degree. So third angle will be what? The sum of angles of the whole triangle is 180 degree. So if this is 60, this is 60, the whole angle will also be 60 degree. Here also the whole angle will be 60 degree. So you can see here now you can add all the 360 degree and see it will be equal to 180 degree. Okay, so this will also be 60 degree. So therefore, angle BDC is equal to 6. So why? How do we get the sum of angles of a triangle ADC is 180 degree? So if all the three angles of this big triangle ADC is all the three angles are 60 degree, so that becomes an equilateral triangle. Only in equilateral triangle, all the three angles of a triangle are 60 degree. And what is equilateral triangle? In an equilateral triangle, the three sides of a equilateral triangle are equal. So you can see here they have equalized all the three sides of the triangle. Side AC, this side AC is equal to side AD is equal to side DC. Okay. But AB is half of AD. We already know that AB which is there, that is half of AD. Why? Because of the construction AB is equal to BD. So AB जो बड़ा length रहेगा, if this is 3 and this is 3, the whole length AD will be 6 centimeter. So AB which will be there, that will be half of the whole length. So ये half रहेगा, this is small. AB is small, that will be half of the whole length AD because of the construction. And we already know that AD is equal to AC is equal to DC because of the equilateral triangle. So in place of AD, we can definitely write down AC because all the three sides are equal. We have given here. Sorry, I'll just highlight. We have given here that AC is equal to AD. So in place of AD, we can definitely replace AC. Why all the three sides are equal? Because of the equilateral triangle. Okay, so AB is half of AC. AB which is there, it is half of AC. So we can prove here in a triangle ABC, AB which is there, that is half of AC. So this theorem you might find little confusing. I'll highlight the last part differently. Okay. But only thing that you have to keep in your mind is that the side which is opposite to 30 degree, which is side AB here, is always half of the hypotenuse. Okay, so ये किसके लिए रहेगा? That will be for side opposite to 30 degree. So 30 degree के opposite जो भी side रहेगा, that is half of AC. AC means what? Hypotenuse. That only you have to keep in your mind. Okay. Now what happens to the side which is opposite to 60 degree? So that also we have different theorem. So what is the statement of the theorem? Here also we have to use the same triangle, but here we have to use the Pythagoras theorem. So let us see. In the acute angle triangle, if the acute angles of the right angle triangle have measured 60 and 30 and 60 degree, then the length of the side opposite to 60 degree is root 3 by 2 into hypotenuse. Okay, so 30 degree के opposite जो रहेगा, that is half of the hypotenuse, and 60 degree के जो opposite रहेगा, that is root 3 by 2 times the hypotenuse. So how do we prove this theorem? We already have proved here in this theorem that AB is half of AC. You can see here 30 degree के जो भी opposite है. So I'll just, we had to highlight this. So we have already proved that AB is half of AC from this, and now we are going to do a Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem in triangle, so I'll erase this part so that you don't get confused. So in triangle ABC, if we use Pythagoras theorem, what will be Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square, hypotenuse is AC, is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So that only you have to write down. AB square plus BC square is equal to hypotenuse is AC. So I'll write down here AC square. A C square. Okay, so in our bracket you have to write down Pythagoras theorem we have used in this triangle, original figure which is there. And this we have already proved. Now what we'll do, we'll substitute this value. Instead of AB, we'll substitute half of AC. So half of AC का square क्या रहेगा? Half का square is 1/4. One का square is 1 and 2 का square 2 2s are 4. So here 1/2 and AC square is AC square plus BC square is equal to, here also the same thing will come. So up thing we carry forward the same, here also AC square. So I'll write down here AC square. Now we have two terms which have AC in common, AC square and AC square in common, this term and this term. So what we'll do, we'll take all AC terms on one side. So I'll take this whole term on the other side. So here it is plus. So if I take on this side, it will be minus. So in front of this AC, we have 1 because इसके आगे कोई भी coefficient नहीं है, so we consider it as 1. And in front of this AC square, we have 1/4. So 1 minus 1/4 you have to do. Okay, so I'll just write down over here in rough work 1 minus, sorry, so it will be 1 minus 1/4. So 1 minus 1/4, we have to do it over here. So to do subtraction, we should have same denominator. So we have to cross multiply. So here cross multiply 1 into 4 into, here when there is no denominator, it is considered as 1. So 1 into 4 minus 1 into 1 into 1/1/4. So this will be equal to what? Is equal to 1/4. 1 into 4 is 4, minus sign in between. Now 1 into 1 is 1 upon 1/4 is a 4. So what is 4 minus 1? Equal to 3. So the answer is 3/4. Okay, so here we can write down BC square is equal to 1 AC square minus 1/4 AC square equal to what? 3/4 AC square. Because the variable which is there, that is AC square, that will remain common. So common thing, we write it only once. And we only subtract the coefficient. So here coefficient was 1 and here coefficient was 1/4. So 1 minus 1/4, we did it over here and we got 3/4 as the answer. So what we'll write down over here? 3/4 AC square. Okay. Now we have to find out just BC. So BC के लिए if I have to BC square से BC बनाना है, so you have to take square root on both the sides. So I'll write down, sorry. So I'll write down over here square root, and here also on both the sides you have to take square root. If I take square root on this side also I have to take square root. So BC square ka square root will get BC root. So here root will be applied to all the terms. So 3 के लिए भी root, 4 के लिए भी root. So 4 का root is what? It is 2. 2 2 is 4. That's why 4 का root we get 2, and AC square we get AC. Okay, so the square gets cancelled by the root. So BC square is BC, AC square is AC. Root 3 we get as it is. Root 3 we don't have the answer, but root 4 which is there, that is 2. Root of 4 is always 2. Why? Because 2 square is equal to 4. So in place of 4, we can write down 2 square, and when we take root of 4, we take root of 2 square also, and square root gets cancelled. So finally the answer will be only 2. So root of 4 becomes 2. Okay, and here we have this answer. So I'll highlight this part. So we prove that the side which is opposite to 60 degree, which is BC. So here this thing is very important. This is applied to which angle? 60 degree angle. So side which is opposite to 60 degree angle, which was BC. Okay, keep in mind. The side which was opposite to 60 degree angle, which was BC, is root 3 by 2 times AC. AC means hypotenuse. So you can see here side which was opposite to 60 degree. You can also test it. 60 degree ke opposite, if you want to see, this was 60 degree, so we'll go opposite. So this is the side which was BC, is root 3 upon 2 of AC. AC means hypotenuse. So this two highlights which I have done. AB is half of AC, that means that is there for 30 degree, and BC is root 3 by 2 times AC, that is there for 60 degree. Side which is opposite to 30 and 60 degree. Okay, so these two formulas you have to keep in your mind, because we are going to use to solve the sums.